My privilege again this evening to bring you our flagship program, the Investors Education Series, in a special way. Today, we are looking at what does it really mean to be wealthy? Are you wealthy or would you want to be wealthy? I would then request that you wait and hear till the last of this because you pick up a few things that could help you. Some weeks ago, African richest man Alhaji Aliko Dangote was quoted as saying that he didn't quite know whether he was wealthy, and the only way he could prove of it was to go withdraw $2 million in cash from the bank and took it to the house.
Your target is to make your first million. Okay, fine, I did that. But after a year or so, I realized that look, I have much more than 12, 13 billion. And I said, okay, fine. All these numbers are just written numbers.
Yeah.
And one day I went to a bank.
Yeah.
At that time there were no restrictions of this, and I wrote a check and cash $10 million, and I took it home
For yourself?
for myself. Yes,
You cashed $10 million
$10 million,
from the
yes,
bank?
Yes.
Yes, and took it?
I put it in the boot of my vehicle.
Yeah.
And I went home and I opened it and I look at 10 million. I said that, okay, fine. Now I believe I have money.
What he has explained is what is called financial wealth. Now, there are 4 types of wealth. If you don't have these 4 completely, they are not truly wealthy. If I were you are listening, listen to the last one to understand what the 4th one is. The last one is possibly the most important of them all. So 4 types of wealth that every wealthy person must have to confirm and beat his chest and say, I'm wealthy. I have explained the first one, financial wealth. Financial wealth seems to be very popular. And if you want to talk about the rich man, you talk about who has plenty of cash or who is able to pick up his bills whenever they are due. That's said to be financial wealth. You don't run to anybody to ask for money. Within the limits and scope of your operation, you have enough for yourself. That's financial wealth. It's exemplified by cash. Interestingly, that's what the World Health Organization and major organizations classify as being wealthy. Dollar a day. How much do you have to spend? That's a sign of being wealthy. But that's not all the parameters you use in checking who is wealthy. The next one is what we call social wealth. The first one, for your information, is called financial wealth. Social wealth or status is the number 2. There are people who have social capital, social wealth, enough of it, but they are not able to translate it to financial wealth. They are wealthy in a sense, but they are wealthy by a quarter. They are not completely wealthy. I listened to Femi Kuti, the first son of Afrobeat maestro, Fela Kuti's son, explain that Fela died poor. But he says, when Fela comes out of the street and everybody sees him, anybody who sees him want to follow him, he always causes crowds to follow and cause hold up along the road. Everybody wants to see Fela, everybody wants to talk to Fela, everybody wants to relate with Fela. He has social wealth, he has status wealth, and everybody knows him. But can you believe that they once ejected him from the house where he was paying rent? He didn't own a house till much later when he bought a house. And buying that house was a big deal. For such a person, means that he could not convert his status or social wealth to financial wealth. So was he truly worthy by this definition? That's number 2. Number 3 is time wealth. Every wealthy person has time at his fingertip to manipulate. When you are worthy and you can't go out when you want, you can't do what you want, because your time is bought by somebody, and you are not wealthy. Every wealthy person commands the time he has. Oh, some years ago, when Aliko Dangote was still the president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we had to go to him for some arms, for some helps, to help us organize a conference of the stockbrokers. And I marvel at how the man explained his schedule. In a week, he is to visit 4 continents. He has time in his hand. Interestingly, he has a jet to do it. If I have to visit 4 continents, I can't do it in a week. because I have to follow my schedule in the commercial flight. Every wealthy man has time in his command and could use time anyhow because he's buying other people's time to do his bidding, while his own time cannot be bought by anybody. You know that time has value. Oh, yes. In the US, for instance, when they tell you that your 1 hour is $8, it means that they have looked at you and said, look, for your 1 hour that you put in this business, you get $8. What is your time worth? What's the value of your time? There's time value of money, I hope you know. Yes, that's the status I'm talking about. The time wealth is the number 3. Number 4 is the physical health wealth or the physical wealth. Oh, the Igbo say health is wealth or wealth is health, whichever one you see. Now, if you are financially wealthy, socially wealthy, you have time in your hand, you can do it with anything, but you have lost the most important of them, physical. Everyone that has money, everyone that has resources will be ready to sacrifice any amount of money within his reach to get his health. So if you have health, you are wealthy. You may not appreciate it as a poor man who doesn't have cash. But let me tell you, if you trade in your physical health or cash, you will live to regret it. In short, to come to a point that you want to exchange it back, but it may be late. Therefore, as we struggle to make this big time money every day, as we leave our houses by 8, by 7, by 6 in the morning and return by 10, watch your health if you must be wealthy. Every wealthy person should also have a good health. That is the last of them. And that's what I consider the most important. Now, if you have listened to me, it's a time to assess yourself and you ask yourself, am I wealthy indeed? Do I have these 4 classes of wealth in my command? If you have them, kudos, you're wealthy. But if you lack any, particularly the last, I pity you because you'll be ready to exchange anything you have for the last one. And if you haven't listened from the beginning, please go and listen. And if you have enjoyed this, please share that others may get to. It's a topic that will surely touch you. God bless you. Thank you.